I worked in the United States for about 3.5 years at a human capital management company. I wanted an opportunity to really take more ownership over more of the projects I worked on, which was something that was pretty intriguing to me about working at the company. There's I think a strong culture of extreme ownership in this company where developers don't just write the solutions to the problems that they're solving for our users, but also handle things like monitoring or operations or even some of the architecture planning.
I would say that PayPay has a better synergy between both the development side and the business side. When I worked in other companies in Japan, I kind of feel that it's very common for the business side to have the main, let's say, role in the whole organization, and then the development takes more of a rear seat on how to drive things. However, in PayPay, I believe that it's actually more of an equal position to both of them. And while business, of course, it's something very important, on the development side, of course, we can also take decisions and also give our feedback on how to drive things in a different manner as well.
Some companies have different structures where they have like operation teams who handle rollouts and rollbacks if necessary, and they don't always talk to the developers, but more often than not at PayPay, those are the same people, the operator and the people developing the code, or at the very least they're on the same team. So it's a lot of responsibility, but it's also a great opportunity to learn and grow. So we have a lot of projects going on at any given time, and it's really hard to know like what the priorities are sometimes, because sometimes projects have conflicting, it can be chaotic to bring those teams together to make sure that those conflicts are resolved so everyone has a clear expectation about when things are going out to users and what the behavior users will experience at all points in time.
So when it comes to a project, let's say touching one screen in the app, right? We need to usually not involve just one team, right? But we need to involve like multiple teams, not only in the sense of developers, but also in terms of, for example, product management, business, right? And take decisions overall, right? We also need to make sure that we are not breaking any laws or anything, right? So I think that every single project has all those checks, right? But I think it's something natural for PayPay because of the scale of our product at the moment.
I've had a great opportunity here at PayPay to really go more in depth on that side of things and to learn more about like site reliability engineering and what good monitoring systems and incident response systems look like. So that for me is probably the biggest thing I've improved on since I joined the company. If you're the kind of person who wants to clock in to your 9 to 5 job, just write some code and go home and not think much about why you're doing what you're doing or thinking more broadly about the organization, I don't think that the company is probably the right fit, because we do have such a driven staff who by nature of I guess the average worker here, like that kind of person just isn't going to make it very far, I think, in their career here. So it's really important, I think, to take more ownership and be more involved. We give engineers a lot of freedom to use technologies that they think would be good.